My name is Will, and welcome to what's probably going to be the first in a series of Will's Walkabout. I was pretty sick this time last year, and I sat around and watched a lot of TV and got a little bit hooked on YouTube. And these fellas who go out, I guess they call themselves YouTubers, and they go out, travel around the world, meet people, talk about things. So I figured, it's a little late in the game, but why not do that? But I want to admit something. I want to admit that I'm a coward. And I'm a coward because I have chosen to be part of the vaccinated group of people who are concerned about COVID-19. And so that's kind of kept me, shall we say, around the homestead in the locale. Not many trips too far anywhere, although I did play Santa for 5 weeks, and but I decided I just don't want to push my luck with this thing. You know, they're talking about variants and Omicron, Omicron AB2, I think it is now, which they're saying is going to be practically impossible to not become infected by. Well, and the medical line on this is that if you are vaccinated, it's not going to stop you from getting infected, but it'll keep you from being hospitalized. This has really touched kind of close to home for me. About 3 weeks ago, my brother-in-law Jerry, who's an anti-vaxxer, a vociferous anti-vaxxer, died in the hospital after being there for a few weeks of COVID. We're talking about, I mean, he wasn't young, my age, a little older. I think he's going to be 69, was going to be 69 next week. But he just very athletic, in good shape, didn't smoke, didn't really drink, and the COVID got him. And so I'm not trying to proselytize or pontificate or whatever. I just don't want anybody I know and love to die. And that's a lot of you out there. And just for people in the world in general. And so I just urge you to maybe read up a little bit more on Omicron and what it, what the deal is. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about it, and it's very, very concerning. But maybe we learn something. I kind of believe, probably got, my youngest daughter is in medical school. My youngest son is a PharmD doctor, and they're both behind vaccination. And I figured they're pretty smart kids. And so I heed that advice. I've been twice vaccinated, I guess we'll call it, and got the booster just before I went to do Santa Claus. And it was kind of a funny thing. About a week before I was going to do Santa Claus, I got a little cold, and but it went away really quickly, and I was kind of surprised by that. And then I was reading that that might actually protect you from COVID. So anyway, again, I'm not trying to preach. I just urge you all to educate yourselves about this. I have a feeling this might not be the last, time we have to deal with something like this in my lifetime. I certainly don't want to die from it, but you can come up with all kinds of reasons why these things happen. Wuhan, blah blah blah. Maybe somebody testing the possibility of biological warfare. Who knows? I think it's time we protect ourselves. I'm out here on the beach. I'm not saying do anything stupid like wearing a mask outdoors, or and if you're young and vital and in good shape, you don't have any comorbidities. I have type 2 diabetes, which is right up there on the list of, yep, you can die. I also have Barrett's syndrome and psoriatic arthritis, along with some other things. I don't even know. But I learned a lot about myself. I was, never really sick in my whole life. And this last year, I was. And I don't want to go through anything like COVID, or I don't want to be sick. So anyway, enough of that. Back to my story. So anyway, I did go out on a boat last week. My friends Brian and Alex invited me to go out, and I captained the boat while they went diving for lobsters. And so I'll include a little bit of that footage along with this, if this works out okay. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. So I plan to start doing this. I won't be traveling for a little bit. That's my idea, is to travel around Florida, like for people who can't go to Sri Lanka or anywhere. But a lot of people, I lived here for over 20 years, and there's tons of things that I haven't seen. And so I'm gonna go see them, and maybe that'll bore the hell out of some of you, and I'm sure it will. But you might find it interesting, as I have found these vloggers interesting. There's a guy named Harold, a guy named Tommy. They make some interesting videos, and you get to kind of tune into what they're doing, why they're doing it. It's pretty cool. So that's my goal, is to do that. Hopefully produce, at least one a month, a video one a month. To travel around Florida, like I said, and look at some of these places and see if it's cool. Like here we are. This is lovely South Park Beach here in Boca Raton. You don't see a lot of people in the water, and I can assure you the ones that are in the water are not from Florida. It's about well, it said it was 79 degrees when I got out of the car to walk down here, and that is and the oceans feels a little cool. Guys, I think the guys the other day were saying the bottom temp was about 73. So, for a lot of people that's warm. I know in New Jersey, 73 would be like the peak of August if it could ever make it there. So, but not for me. But I do love being by the ocean. It is so beautiful and serene, and you'll probably hear me talk about that. One of the things I was thinking, I've seen a lot of vids where people they've got all kinds of stuff going on, but not a lot. Of course, a lot of divers doing underwater videos, but not a lot about being on top of the water. I mean, I know there's some fishing videos out there, but so I figured, what the hell? Let's get out here and make some videos and see if people get interested. And if you find it interesting, ring the bell, push the button, all those things, so the algorithms on YouTube work in my favor and help spread this stuff around. And you know, maybe we'll get to the point where I can help other people who have ideas to do the same. Anyway, so I'm gonna sign off here now. What was it? The Scarface, the pelican. When they were actually, I think those were actually flamingos. He was saying that. But anyway, it's beautiful out here, and you know, maybe when the COVID rampage is over, some of you will come down here to visit. I'm thinking, you know, the way they're talking about this new Omicron AB2, that it's a very fast cycling, like in no time it went through England, etc. And I guess we're expected to get it pretty soon, but it's supposed to be a fast event, so hopefully life gets back to normal. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the video. I just had to make a recording of this, and I don't know, it seems cool to me. You don't see well, I guess you do see a lot of beaches down here like this, but a lot of them don't have this, you know, je ne sais quoi. Yeah, you know, all this stuff protecting the beach, and you can see it's cool. They don't let them build any buildings in certain areas. Obviously other ones they do, but it's nice to have unencumbered beach. You're not looking at condos behind you, but it's just kind of, you know, just cool. Here you go. Provide bags so you take your crap out of here. And let's get a little of the sand off me, or maybe not. Let's try this one. Okay. Some of the sand, out of my shoes, off my feet and legs. One of the nice little amenities. All right, well, that's all I want to do, show that off a little. We'll see if it makes the final cut.